Yes guys, this is Nearly Last and welcome. In this video what we're going to be doing is a little follow-on video from my previous video in regards to Titanfall 2 and matchmaking, and especially skill-based matchmaking. So if you haven't checked that video out, I will leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check that one after you've actually watched this. But this is just like a little bit of a follow-on, just because Respawn Entertainment have taken to Twitter just to further answer more questions that the public have put to them over concerns of how this matchmaking and the skill-based matchmaking is going to work as a whole. Now what we're going to do is start off with some of the lighter points, and we're going to move on to the highlighted question out of the lot, and we'll bring that one because that one does sound very interesting indeed. So first of all, one of the highlighted question was, how is the actual algorithm, how is the skill-based matchmaking going to be working in favor of low ping? Now, what they said is that basically the algorithm will always favor the low ping over skill-based matchmaking. So it is going to be going for the connection more than what it is going for the skill-based matchmaking, which is a very, very big thing, because at the end of the day, it's okay us playing against other particular pilots and whatnot else that are of our own skill level, but if the connection is absolutely terrible, then there is a highlighted issue straight away. But it does look like Respawn Entertainment have thought about it. They're making sure that the ping is okay, and they are going to make sure then afterwards you will get the skill-based matchmaking. Then furthermore, onto that particular point, is basically what they're saying is how it's going to be working is that everybody's going to be pretty much in your own data center. Everyone's going to have their own kind of data center. They know exactly where everyone's going to be. And then the idea of that then is basically you will then be sorted out by way of skill-based matchmaking. Only solely because once you're in that particular data center, everybody in there should pretty much have the same sort of ping ratio, so they don't really need to be worrying about it that much. But like I said before, they will favor that over the skill-based matchmaking straight away. But once you're up into this particular data area, everyone should have the same kind of ping. So in regards to that, then they will be going by your skill and then sorting you out into particular teams. So even though like they are putting the connection first and they are making sure that that is like the most highlighted and the most important thing in regards to actually finding us a game, they will be saying they're basically that the main thing also after that is going to be skill-based matchmaking as well. So it's definitely implemented into the game, so you are going to be coming up against people that are very much of your own skill level. Obviously when the when the game actually first launches, obviously it's going to be a little while for this algorithm to actually take all this data in and work out where everyone's going to be. So it won't feel as bad at the start, but as soon as people start progressing, start working up their skill levels and what else, you will really start to actually notice it as it starts moving on. Also, they did say about another thing is how fast it is going to be to actually find a game this time round. Now, they said that it's going to be a lot quicker than what it was in Titanfall. They said what they are trying to do is making sure they are putting people straight back into matches. So as soon as you finish a particular match, you go into a lobby, or straight away, if that lobby is actually finished and everyone's left or one else, you'll go straight away into another match. And they're going to try and make it as fast as possible. So expect it to be quite quick to be able to switch from game to game, which is very, very good. We don't really want to be sitting around too much, even though it is sometimes nice to be able to have a little bit of time to create your classes and stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with you dropping out of a lobby or anything else in between those kind of situations. But then moving on to what I class is probably the more highlighted thing, was one question that was asked was, will skill-based matchmaking be in every playlist? Now what they did say was that they were thinking of putting a non-skill-based matchmaking playlist in there. Now that is very, very interesting to see, because if we look back to say like Advanced Warfare, because with Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty, once they put in skill-based matchmaking, that was the main priority in that particular game. A lot of people turned and a lot of people disliked it straight away. There were people that actually liked it, but what he was actually explaining in his answer was that a lot of people do actually like the skill-based matchmaking. They like the challenge, they like it to be fair, but there are a certain amount of party. There are certain people that really do not like to be trying to grind it out against pilots and people of their own skill level. They want to have a bit of a chance to come up against, you know, maybe noobs, you know, some people that you're going to have a better chance of getting one over, trying to get those highlighted gameplays, so to speak. And in regards to that, what he's saying is they are looking now at dropping a whole playlist in regards to having no skill-based matchmaking in it whatsoever, which is going to be quite interesting. I don't know whether it's going to be some sort of kind of mosh pit, so where you're going to have lots of different types of game modes you drop in there, and it'll just pick a game mode at random kind of thing for you to guys go play on. I wouldn't imagine it would just have a playlist where you're just solely playing on, say, like the new particular game mode, Bounty, or anything else like that. I would imagine it'd be a kind of little bit of a mosh pit. So it'd be very interesting to see how many people will be taken to the non-skill-based matchmaking playlist rather than just carrying on with the other normal ones as well. And, you know, it'd be interesting to see what people favour which kind of one, really, because like I say, in other particular first-person shooters, when you got the skill-based matchmaking on, there are generally a lot of people that really dislike it, but like I say, there are a lot of people that don't mind it along the same way as well. So that is a very little thing that a very big thing that for me personally that they are implementing in, and it's also showing that Respawn Entertainment are trying to think of the whole community as a whole and just trying to keep everybody happy at the same time. So hopefully this is going to be working out. It'll be absolutely fantastic at launch to actually go and try out and see which kind of Wii's playlists are actually going to be playing out like. It'd be absolutely brilliant. But let me know, guys, in the comment section below exactly what you're thinking about this. Are you happy that they're going to have a non-skill based matchmaking as well as skill based matchmaking in the particular game, or would you rather them just get rid of skill based matchmaking, concentrate on the ping, and, you know, hopefully that way you'll be able to get those highlighted gameplays that you really so do desire. But anyway, guys, leave all that in the comment section below. But coming up on my screen now is my subscribe button. Make sure you're jumping on that, and guys, if you drop a like for me, it'd be absolutely fantastic. This is Nearly Last, and I'll catch you later.